At 2 a.m., my phone buzzed. I blinked against the dark, rubbed my eyes, and saw her text. Busy now. I'll call after. Normally, it would have been nothing. Just another late shift, another late-night project. But that simple line felt different. Cold, detached, like a hand pushing me away when I hadn't even moved. My thumb hovered over the reply button, and instead of the usual, "Okay, love," I typed, "Don't bother," and hit send. I stared at the ceiling for hours, trying to convince myself it was paranoia. Maybe she really was busy. Maybe I was overthinking. But then came the tiny things that didn't add up. Calls she couldn't take. Excuses about meetings that never existed. Laughter over the phone that didn't sound like hers. Messages that disappeared the second I walked into the room. I started questioning everything. My memory, my judgment, even my worth. Was I imagining betrayal where there was none? The next day, I noticed the patterns. Her phone face down on the counter. An unread notification blinking whenever I entered the kitchen. A faint perfume scent that wasn't hers lingering on the couch. I told myself I was insane. I wanted to believe in the woman I married, the one who held me while I cried after my father died, the one who left little notes in my lunchbox just to make me smile. But the weight in my chest was growing, heavy and sharp, and I couldn't shake it. A week later, I came home early. The streets were empty, the world quiet under the winter moon. I had no intention of spying, no plan for confrontation. I just wanted to see her, to hear her voice. But as I opened the door, laughter echoed from the living room. Hers, but too light, too carefree, accompanied by another voice I didn't recognize. I froze, pressed against the frame, listening. My stomach twisted, my hands shook. Every memory of us, the dinners, the shared jokes, the late-night whispers, was suddenly tainted, replaying like a film edited with lies. I didn't confront her that night. I left the way I came, footsteps silent on the porch. But the next morning, I found the proof. Messages, carefully deleted but recovered from the cloud, a trail of digital breadcrumbs that didn't lie. She wasn't just busy. She wasn't just having a late-night meeting. She was weaving another life while I slept beside her, believing in the warmth of her smile, in the honesty of her touch. Confrontation was inevitable. My voice was steady when I asked her to explain. Her eyes flickered, guilt and panic colliding. And for a moment, I saw the person I love and the person I barely recognized at war within her. She spoke, half excuses, half confessions, about loneliness, about mistakes, about moments she wished she could take back. I wanted to scream, to cry, to beg her to remember us, but my throat stayed tight, words stuck like stones. I walked away that night, letting the door close quietly behind me. The apartment smelled like her perfume, like betrayal, like the home we built together, now fragile and splintered. I remembered the first time she held my hand, the warmth of her forehead against mine, and the way she whispered promises I thought were forever. Now those memories stung. Weeks passed. I learned to live with the echo of her voice in my apartment, the empty spaces where laughter used to be. I remembered to breathe, to eat, to walk outside, without feeling the constant pull of heartbreak. I forgave myself for loving blindly, for trusting, for believing in a shared future that wasn't real. And in the quietest hours, when the world slept, I finally felt a measure of freedom. Not from her, not from the pain, but from the illusion of what we were. I was left with myself, and for the first time in months, I felt whole, strong, capable of living without the weight of someone else's lies. The phone still buzzes sometimes. Memories flash. I don't reply. I don't chase. I don't look back. I carry the lessons quietly, a steady flame of self-respect, the realization that love without trust is a ghost. And sometimes, that's enough to survive the heartbreak and find yourself again.